I'm Tom. Let's talk about Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. I'm quite ill, quite under the weather, so please excuse me if my voice cracks, if I don't look particularly appetizing. Anywho, I'm sorry about that. AJ versus Joseph Parker. Let's have a quick conversation, shall we? Will this fight happen? I mean, yeah, quite possibly. The reality of it is, AJ wants two fights right now. He wants Tyson Fury or the Dubois rematch. He's probably going to get neither. He's not going to get Tyson Fury because he's retired, and he's not going to get Dubois because Dubois looks like he's fighting Usyk. And let's go through that. If Fury wants to retire, he's got every right to. He's obviously back-to-back losses against Usyk. He's been at the pinnacle of the sport. He's not going to get back there anytime soon. Every right to call it quits, call it a day, and retire there. Dubois, obviously, he's going to want the Usyk rematch. He gets given an opportunity. Why would you go and beat somebody you've already and try to beat somebody you've already convincingly beat, when you could try and avenge a loss, get some revenge on the guy who beat you, and become an undisputed champion, and beat the guy who's widely considered the best guy in the division at the moment? Obviously, you're going to go for the latter option. Fair enough to him, rightly so. And he's already beaten AJ. He doesn't need to revisit that. So you're looking at AJ going, right, well, he's not going to fight Dubois. He can try and hang around and just see if Fury comes out of retirement, but then your kind of future is in somebody else's hands, and being inactive, especially at that age, nearly 36 years old, isn't a wise decision. It's not a smart choice. So then you're looking at going, well, who else has he got to fight? Joseph Parker. I don't like it for Joseph Parker, but I like it for AJ. Or, Jake Paul by the sounds of things. That's what we're looking at here. Now, there's a chance, and what I think is perhaps going to happen, is he might just wait around and see what Tyson Fury is going to do. Because ultimately, if Tyson Fury is going to come out of retirement, it's likely to be for an AJ fight. But I think he'll most likely do that if AJ's got a world title, which he's not got right now. How could he get one? Well, if Parker keeps pushing and pursuing the WBO off of Usyk, Usyk could well vacate it, meaning Parker becomes the upgraded WBO champion and then could take on AJ for a title defense. Now, how likely is this? Not very likely. I don't know if Parker would do that unless he's champion. It doesn't make sense for him. He's beat Bacoli. He's beat Zhang. He's beat Wilder. He's on the best form at the moment, besides the main man himself, Alexander Usyk. So why would he now go in there with AJ? He's got nothing left to prove until he gets a title, which he more than deserves. So unless he gets upgraded, why would he fight AJ? Stylistically, other than a chance to avenge your loss, because stylistically, I don't think it matches up too great. It's a hard hitter who can also box. Zhang was a hard hitter, couldn't really box, certainly slower than him. Bacoli the same, Wilder the same. AJ's not that. He's quicker than them. He's a combination puncher. He's still hard, like a hard punching guy. And he's obviously a good boxer. So I don't know why you'd want that. You know what I mean? Unless you're trying to warm up for Dubois, I suppose. But unless you're a champion, why would you go for that? However, Frank has sort of taunted Eddie about the fight, saying, let's get it on. Let's make AJ versus Parker. And I think Frank's not saying that for no reason. I don't think Eddie Hearn would mind that too much either. I think Eddie Hearn and AJ both fancy their chances. I think Frank would probably fancy his chances. Fair enough, right? Rightly so. So that's why I think this is actually quite possible. I think there's a chance that actually Usyk might vacate the WBO, meaning Parker becomes a champion. There's a chance that Usyk will vacate the belt and Parker will get upgraded, and then AJ versus Parker. That's quite possible. If this fight is to happen, I actually favour AJ. Now, I know everyone's going to call me biased, and look, maybe I am biased, but AJ's already beaten Parker before. I don't think the slip from AJ's as bad as people are making out. I mean, he got caught with an absolute wonder punch from Dubois that would have knocked anyone else out, and very nearly knocked out AJ in the first round. Got absolutely wonder punched. And that was it. It was a very bad AJ on the night. I'm not trying to detract from what Dubois did. I'm also not trying to belittle Parker. Parker's so much better than the Parker we saw against AJ the first time. But I don't think AJ would necessarily have that much trouble outboxing Parker. It'd be a close round, but I'd give it to AJ, 7-5 maybe. We'll see how it goes, but I think it'd be a close 12-round decision to AJ. So I'd pick AJ on points. I don't think Parker can stop AJ. I think AJ's not got the greatest of chins, but he's been in there bigger hitters, and he's also been in there at Parker before and wasn't too hurt. So I don't think Parker will be able to stop AJ. In fact, AJ is more likely to stop Parker. So if they were to fight, I'd favour AJ, perhaps from a bias point of view, but I'd certainly favour AJ, which makes you think Parker should stay away from that. If I'm Parker, steer away from that, because you've earned your title shot. If I'm AJ, I'd lean into it. Get active, get out there again. You haven't fought in so long. But people don't know your thoughts on this whole fight in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, a comment, subscribe. You know how all this stuff works, people. Peace.